Well, good morning and welcome into my recording studio, aka the Master Closet. Luke Mastrovic here, voiceover artist and talent. You know that many a voiceover artist got their start utilizing a space just like this, a closet space. And quite frankly, the old saying often rings true. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know, there's a great voiceover artist and a fantastic voiceover coach. His name is Bill DeWeese. And Bill DeWeese said something like this. You know, you may be in a position in life where you can afford a high-end set of golf clubs, but then you have to ask yourself this question. Is it really going to change your game? Is it going to really improve your game? The answer? Maybe. Maybe it might even only help you a little bit. Maybe your game won't improve at all. But now you can say that you have been able to, or you're able to purchase a higher-end set of golf clubs. Now, same is true when it comes to your soundproofing, to your sound booth, or your recording studio, sound equipment. Same principle, right? That's what we're going to talk about today. And I want to say, I'm not an official spokesperson. I'm not an official promoter for Bill DeWeese, but I do want to say that I appreciate the content that he puts out, and I highly recommend you checking out Bill DeWeese. He's got a plethora of videos on YouTube. His website is BillDeWeese.com, and he even offers programs like the VoiceOver Blueprint. And as I understand it, it covers the various aspects and components to help you in the entirety of your voiceover business. Either way, I know I've been a beneficiary, or I've benefited from the content that Bill DeWeese puts out personally. And I'm sure you will as well, whether you're new to the voiceover business like me, or you've been in this industry for, many years. So check out BillDeWeese.com, or again, check him out on YouTube. Now, to the question at hand, to demo or not to demo? That is the question. To audition or not to audition? That is the question. And I'm specifically asking that question as it pertains to, wait for it, being sick, illness. Specifically, some of you may be able to tell, even if you are not familiar with my normal voice and what I sound like, that I sound nasally. I'm congested. I'm getting better. I'm on the mend, but I still sound nasally. And so the question is, should I demo? Should I audition? That's a good question. I will say this, if you put 10 different people in a room, chances are you're going to get 10 different opinions somewhere along the line. But, it's one thing if you have laryngitis or your throat is so sore, it's so raw that you got to give your voice a rest, or whatever you're sick with, that you got to take a day or two off just to get some rest, that kind of thing. But if your voice is really not that compromised, and you're in a position where you can still talk fairly well, and speak very well, I would give the advice of do it. Because if you don't do it, you definitely will not get the gig. You definitely will not get the job. Now, me personally, and I've done this more recently with me sounding nasally like I am, congested like I am, is I put a disclaimer or a note in my proposal that says something to the effect of, I know that I sound nasally, or if I sound nasally to you, it's because I'm dealing with allergies, sinuses, that kind of thing, and, what have you, etc. And I look at the deadline, and I'm like, to be able to confidently say, to be able to truthfully say that I am confident that, that I'll be able to deliver, this project, with exceptional voice skills, quality voice skills, either by the deadline or even before the deadline, even regardless of how I'm sounding at the present time. If they're especially as it pertains to they're wanting you to read their script, at the present time, and not basing it on other demos, but basing it on the script that they provided for you. And you could even say something like, hey, if you would like additional demos that showcases my voice acting abilities or capabilities, where I didn't sound like this, I'm more than glad to provide that for you. But either way you slice it, my advice is, again, unless your voice is got a lot of strain on it, or you don't want to put further added strain to it, and you want to take a break, and it's just because it's that bad, unless you're in that situation, and again, you're just sounding me a bit nasally, that kind of thing, I would say do it. Demo. audition. You may not be able to do as much. Instead of doing, 5 to 10 or more, maybe you can only do 2 to 3. But at least you're doing something, right? As opposed to nothing. So again, and that's the beauty of this in this business, that you can fit your business around your schedule and work at your own pace. And if you have to take a day or two off, then everybody's going to take time off, whether it's vacation, whether it's sickness, whatever. But the fact of the matter is, the beauty of it is you can take a break if you need to, or I reiterate, if you're sounding maybe a little bit rough, but you're still fairly well, just go ahead and do it. And so that's my 2 cents on the matter. I am new to the voiceover industry. I have a lot to learn, and I hope to be a blessing and encouragement and a benefit to you and your voiceover business, even though I am new to the voiceover industry. It's for anybody, this content that I'm producing. I've only produced one video before this, and I'm hoping to produce more content in the future. Listen, if you have any comments, questions, put that below this video. If you want to message me in private messenger, or my email address, voicefforthemaster@gmail.com. That's voice, the number 4, themaster@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to hear from you. And so whether that's you as a prospective client and wanting to utilize my voice for your project, or you are in the voiceover industry, whether you've been in it for quite some time, or if you are like me, who's very green and has a lot to learn. I will say this: I've been doing this, like, as far as consistently, regularly, religiously, pumping out demos and auditions for about 2 months, where I've been really, really, consistent with it. And so, for those who are new to the voiceover industry, maybe you're somewhat disillusioned, maybe you're really, really struggling or discouraged. Trust me, I can relate, because I'm very new myself, and sometimes I find myself getting discouraged or getting a little, disillusioned at times because of all the work. Sorry, something popped up on the screen there. All the work that I'm putting into producing demos and so forth. So anyway, that being said, I encourage you to like this video. You can share this video. Again, comment below, comment in a private message, etc. And I hope this has been a benefit to you. Take care, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you.